Right, welcome to our video of an accessible cabin on the Iona. I wanted to start here because I want to show you how close it is to the lift, which is literally, we are here. We're in cabin 12514 that was allocated to us. We didn't choose it and we booked a guaranteed cabin and we're allocated this one. So Paul's going to show you how to get in. You just literally put your card in and hey presto. And then what you need to do is put your card in the little hole and the lights come on. Just want to show you this first. When you want a bit of a lie-in, which we always do, you just pop that on your door, and then when you want to do that, then a lovely lady comes in and cleans, doesn't she, Paulie?
Yes, indeed.
So anyway, so back to the cabin. This is where all your controls are, and the lights, and this is where the heating is, and it's been fine, hasn't it, Paul?
Yes.
Very simple.
The door is on a timer.
Yeah.
So you've got X amount of time, and it's more than adequate.
Yeah, and if you're in the way, it won't
close.
close. And it's operated to get in and out with this pad here, and see, it's just closed behind us. And on the back of the door, you'll find all your emergency instructions and your muster station. But let's start off in the bathroom then, Paul.
Point one thing out to you, and what's good as well, if you want to see who's outside your door, you've got a peephole there. But obviously, because this is an accessible cabin, if you're in a wheelchair, you've also got a peephole there.
Yeah. Good point.
So they've thought of that, so that's good.
They are. It's a very good cabin, actually, isn't it, Paul? Yeah. You've got, if you want to hang your coats up, you've got hangers high and low. And then we're going to go into the bathroom. There's another pad on the wall under the telly which you press, and it opens into the bathroom, which is huge, isn't it, Paul?
Yes.
So wheelchair accessibility would be great. You've got a shower here, which isn't the most powerful shower in the world, to be honest, is it, Paul? But it's fine. And then you've got a seating area there, which Paul will show you by just popping it down. It's ever so easy. Yeah, which is perfect. P&O also do the White Company toiletries, which is a nice touch too. So handrails are everywhere, aren't they? And you've also got another one if you wanted for the toilet, which goes down there, and obviously handrails all around.
Yes, and obviously, if you are able to stand and have a wee,
yes,
you've got steadying rails everywhere, so you can stand up, and obviously one there.
Yeah,
to arm.
men only, Paulie.
Yeah.
And also, we'll show you the sink. If I go the other side, Paul, and Paul can demonstrate how the sink, it can be at different levels.
You've got a little button there.
That's it.
Push down.
And then you can change the height of your sink up and down and down. So depending on what your needs are, then it's perfect. And you've got two little shelves over there, and what you would expect, hand wash and somewhere to put your toothbrush, and lovely white fluffy
nice
towels.
As well, from a man who hasn't had a shave for a few days. A lot of cabins are really dark. A lot of bathrooms in cabins are really dark, and it's really difficult to have a shave. But with these, it's superb. So that's good. But what's bad is there's nowhere in here for an electric shaver point.
Yeah.
Or to charge your toothbrush.
No. So if you are coming here, I'd buy an adapter for it.
Yes.
Which we're going to do in the future, isn't it, Paul?
Yes.
So that's the bathroom. So let's go into the main cabin, where the bed has been very comfortable. In fact, we've been sleeping into about 10, haven't we, Paul?
Yes.
So we're going to show you, there are emergency buttons here should you need assistance, and we'll show you what happens when the doorbell rings in a minute, but it's quite noisy, so we'll do that. We'll save that to last. But each side of the bed you've got an English plug, which is always good to see for us, and we haven't needed to use any adapters at all. We did get a question on our Facebook page and on Twitter about space under the bed, because some people with that need an accessible cabin carry a hoist, and if you'll see under the bed, we put our case under here, and the case mat, and there's plenty of room, isn't there, on both sides under the bed. So if you do have a hoist or equipment you need, then that's that's plenty of room to put that there. So as with all cabins, you get your horizon delivered in an evening, and obviously the restaurant opening time is a little bit piece of paper. TV, no, the TV hasn't got. One disappointing thing for me, I love to watch a map, don't I, of where we're going in the world, and it doesn't have that on here, does it? But
what I do is I look out the window to see where we are, but Carole likes to do it on there.
But it does have a map of the ship.
Yes.
To find things. And it does have some decent channels, doesn't it, Paul? So Paul's a
There's-
TV aficionado.
Actual live channels, there's only Sky Sports News, BBC News, Sky News, but there's lots of other channels. There's like a BBC channel where they just play back-to-back programmes that are on the BBC, like Casualty and, you know, that sort of stuff, but obviously it's not your normal if you were at home scheduling. There's also an on-demand movie channel, which is free, and there's tons and tons of movies on there. You just go on to what you want, press select, and it plays it. And there's also on-demand, it's like series, you know, rather than it being a full-length film.
Yeah.
It's like half an hour.
So plenty to watch.
So there's more than enough to watch, to be fair.
Yeah.
So yeah, not bad at all.
And then we go into the wardrobe. So Paul will open this wardrobe here, which is with so much storage in this cab, isn't there, Paul?
Yeah.
So Paul will just show you what the wardrobe does as well. If you can just pull it down nice and low, so that you can get to your clothes if you use a wheelchair, which is great. Well, what you would expect in this cabin, isn't it? So that's really good. And like I say, loads of storage. In the next compartment, you have a fridge and you have the safe. And our mess. But you also, Paul, you should get the hairdryer. Hairdryers, and because I've got really thick hair, hairdryers in cabins on cruises are really sort of wishy-washy in
Well,
there.
they're just like a
Weak.
token gesture.
This hairdryer is awesome, so that's great. So it doesn't take me like 2 hours to dry my hair. But a decent sized safe. We just about got a little laptop in. It wouldn't get a big laptop in, like a 13-inch. And then you've got your fridge there, which is
It's a reasonable size.
reasonable size. P&O are now doing watering can bottles, which is really good to see. They're really going, helping with the plastic. And you can get those on the drinks package. They're free. And then there's stations around the ship where you can refill them. So that's good.
And it's a hands-free station.
Refill, yeah.
So you've got, say for instance, you've got a place where you put the bottle, you put your bottle there with the top off,
Yeah, water comes.
water comes out, so there's no shoving your bottle at the
Yeah.
end of something that somebody's drank out of, so it's
Yeah.
properly thought out.
It is. And then we've got our tea and coffee. They provide Dewey Egbert's coffee and PG Tips. And plugs again. Plugs around the cabin have been no problem. There's 2 more plugs here. Yeah. And then we've got another wardrobe here, which Paul will show.
But we need to talk about the random chair.
Yeah.
Now, the random chair is great because what we find, especially Carole, the bed's a little bit too high. If you're putting your shoes on or whatever,
Yeah.
it's a bit too high. The chair's the perfect height, but there doesn't seem to be a place to put this chair. So, obviously, we don't want it there if you want to get in the wardrobe. You don't want it there if you want to get out of bed.
So we sort of he's been living here,
we tend to sort of
which is
put it over
good.
there.
So that's our...
But
our
that will then block a little bit of access.
Yeah,
to go out into
but
the
that's-
door. Yeah, but...
use it as you wish.
Or just throw it overboard. You know?
No, not throwing anything overboard. So there we have lots of shelves in that side, and in this side you've got another lots of storage. So it's fabulous, isn't it, Paul?
There's even more space than Carole needs for all of her clothes.
I
and
know.
that's sometimes.
So let's talk about the balcony. The balcony is awesome. This cabin,
The door, we just couldn't get out.
no, it took us a while to suss it out,
But what you actually do is you just pull out a little bit,
and then it goes round.
goes on its
So
own.
first day we tried to,
break the handle off.
well, we nearly did. So, yeah. Perfect. And then we've got this balcony here. You've got a wheelchair ramp, and it's an L-shaped, which is just perfect. And it shows the aft. You're looking towards the aft to the sunset bar down there. And obviously then you're looking towards the front. But it's so spacious, isn't it,
it's
Paulie?
massive, yeah.
It's been and sheltered, not overlooked, sheltered, comfy chairs. It's a perfect spot, isn't it, to sit and watch the sunset?
Yes, we've sat out here a few times.
Yeah, it's been lovely. So this is cabin 12514. We'll put some pictures throughout this, or the deck plan as well, to show you the accessible cabins that are on board and what to pick if you want that bigger balcony. There we are. Now we're going to show you the when you ring someone rings the doorbell.
Just going back to the door.
Okay.
I don't know how anybody would have to abseil in to get into your room, but if you are worried about security and you want to lock your doors, all you do when that green is out,
yeah,
it's unlocked. You do that.
Yeah, and then it's all locked.
And that's now locked.
Yeah.
But I don't know how anybody would get on your balcony, but...
well, they could climb over the rails if they were stupid enough.
Yeah. Well,
but so going back to, if you had sort of sensory deficits, if there's someone came to the door and the doorbell went, let me show you what happens.
It's not just a doorbell, because we found out yesterday, because they did... they do like a mock-up thing for the crew, and it was like a fire...
Safety drill.
That's the word I'm looking
yeah.
for, safety drill. And when they blow the ship's horn, which is the go to your muster station thing, not only does it go on the horns there, it also goes to that fella there, which obviously doesn't live there, but we're just showing you the purposes. But that's the doorbell, and that's also the emergency alarm.
Yes.
And I'll just...
Paula, just do the doorbell so you can see. If someone does come, then you'll know that someone's there. So you can obviously... This is vibrating, so that goes under your pillow. And then you've also got a flashing light. Where's the flashing light? So that's going along there. And you've also got... You can't see it on the camera, the flashing light, but there is a light flashing there. Oh, you can now. And it goes on for quite a while. So that if someone does come and you're led in bed, and that will vibrate under your pillow. So I think they've thought of everything. And
well, I mean, obviously, my dad uses a mobility scooter, and this
would be perfect.
Would be absolutely ideal.
Yeah.
And we think they thought of everything, but obviously we don't know that. We're only going on the little bit of experience we've got. But, you know, if you're watching this video and you could think, oh, I wish they'd have done this or I wish they'd done that, then please
do write in the comments below, because that'd be really helpful to feedback. Like I say, we booked this cabin because we were allocated it. We allocated on arrival, wasn't it? Our cabin was changed, so we didn't book this because we're able-bodied. And I guess it was cancelled, it was spare, but we're glad we've had the experience because it's really shown us what could benefit your dad, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's the accessible cabin on the cruise ship Iona. Anything else to add, Paulie? No. We've been really happy here. It's a very comfortable cabin. It's perfect midship, fabulous balcony. So if you are looking for a cabin on the Iona, then we would definitely recommend this one.
Definitely.
Thanks for watching. Why don't you watch one of these videos next?